Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video here with WWE Royal Rumble 2023 pay-per-view review or premium live event review. You know what I mean? The show just got off the air. That was a long show, man. That show went about 4.5 hours. And what did I think of it? That was pretty good. You know, I enjoyed it. Was never bored. It was long, but I was never bored. Predictable as all hell, you know, but it was still fun, you know. And I enjoyed it. And sure, I like the storylines going on right now, even though I don't watch Raw and SmackDown or anything like that. Yeah. I gotta look at the match card. I'm sorry, guys. Just give your boy a minute. So, hope you guys can hear me. Anyway, Royal Rumble 2023. Yep. Let's just get into it. We opened the show, and I can't believe it took us this long to open a Royal Rumble pay-per-view with a Rumble match. Since we had two Rumble matches. The men's Royal Rumble match. Gunther was number 1. Sheamus was number 2. And both of them put in awesome performances. This Rumble was awesome. This is honestly my favorite Royal Rumble match since the women's Royal Rumble match in 2018, if I'm being honest. I haven't really fully enjoyed a Rumble since then, since 2018. Those two Rumble matches were amazing, I thought. And every women's Rumble since then has been so meh, except for tonight's one. Tonight's one was good. Wasn't amazing, but it was good. And maybe 2021 as well. But Gunther and Sheamus did awesome. Kofi Kingston for the second year in a freaking row failed his famous Royal Rumble save spot. That was crack up. Drew McIntyre lasted a long ass time in the match as well. Brock Lesnar actually came in quite early for someone like him. He was number 12, actually. He was wrecking house. He was eliminating people left and right. And, he actually got eliminated within 4 minutes by Bobby Lashley, which was really cool. Let's be real. It was either going to be Brock or Bobby. They were going to eliminate each other. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to get that at WrestleMania 39, which is awesome. I would have preferred Gunther versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 39, but Lashley versus Lesnar, that's going to be awesome too. And I hope Lashley wins that. And by the way, I beat WWE to the punch. I did Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania in my WWE 2K series. Yeah. Baron Corbin came out and got wasted by Brock Lesnar before he even made an entrance or made his way into the ring. Seth Rollins was number 15. He lasted quite a while too. Rey Mysterio was supposed to come out, but he didn't come out and able to compete. And then Dominic was the next entrant right after that, and he was wearing Rey Mysterio's mask, ripping that mask apart, and he did pretty good in the Rumble himself. We only had 3 surprise entrances in this match. Booker T was number 21, which was nice. It's awesome to see Booker T. He's awesome. Got eliminated with it less than a minute, but it was cool to see Booker T. Edge. Yep, Edge came back. Last time we saw him was Extreme Rules when he had that really awesome I Quit match with Finn Balor. He was eliminating people left and right and all that. Or at least the Judgment Day, I guess. Yeah. And even he didn't last long. He hardly lost long at all himself. And the final surprise entrant was Logan Paul, number 29. And he actually eliminated Seth Rollins. You know? So, is it going to be Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania? I wouldn't mind that at all. Especially over Logan Paul versus John Cena. Oh, and by the way, Ricochet and Logan Paul, they did this awesome-ass spot together where they were, like, on the opposite, like, aprons, if you will. And they basically were, like, working together. They're like, let's do our thing. And they both jumped on the apron, and mid-air, they just clash into each other. It was a thing of beauty, man. Holy crap. And number 30... I don't know why, like, they announced him, and they were like, we're very happy with our surprise entrance. Really? They're like, Logan Paul, Edge, and Booker T? No disrespect to them, I like them, but far out. And by the way, we did get a little confrontation between Gunther and Brock Lesnar, at least. That was dope. We even got Gunther bashing the crap out of Logan Paul for it. Who would have ever thought we'd see those two interact at all? That was cool. Cody Rhodes was number 30, who everyone, including me, wanted to win, or thought would win, sorry. And there's probably awesome... This match was filled with awesome moments. Like, I thought this match was awesome, honestly. It was an awesome match, but... when did I post it? Like, great performances in the Rumble and moments. An awesome winner in Final 2, but the lack of surprise stars sucked. It really did. 3 surprise entrances, not really surprises either, if you ask me. But the Final 2, and even they mentioned on commentary, we don't think this has ever happened, where the final 2 entrants of the final 2 contestants in a Royal Rumble match were number 1 and number 30. Yep, Gunther, the man himself, Gunther. He was the number 1 entrant, the current Intercontinental Champion, and it was him and Cody Rhodes as the final 2. And this was one of the best, like final 2, mini matches, if you will, that I've ever seen, honestly. It was so awesome. Even though we all knew Cody Rhodes was winning, a part of me hoped and thought they might actually do it. They might actually have Gunther actually win the Rumble. I would have loved that. That didn't happen. Cody Rhodes did eliminate Gunther, but Gunther has nothing whatsoever to be ashamed of. Number 1, 11 minutes. 1 hour. Holy shit, ball sack. That is great stuff. I bet my future self is going to crack up at that shit ball sack, or whatever it was I said just now. So Cody Rhodes wins the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Main event of WrestleMania 39, probably. Dope. And I hope Cody wins. And I've probably said this in past Royal Rumble reviews. And those. And by the way, Bobby Lashley defeated, if you could say that, because Bobby Lashley eliminated him this year, but last year he actually pinned him at the Royal Rumble 2022, which was a crap pay-per-view, by the way. Holy crap. But this was way better than that. Yeah, so 2 years in a row, Bobby Lashley beats Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And, yeah. So yeah, Cody Rhodes wins the Rumble 2023 wins. Awesome. And I know, that, this is what I was trying to say. How, I know I've probably said this millions of times in these Royal Rumble reviews that I upload right after the show finishes. But no matter how impossible it sounds, a part of me in there just can't help himself. A part of me just always hopes that John Cena my favorite wrestler, not even close, of all time. Just every single year, part of me just hopes that he's a surprise entrant and that he wins. Stone Cold. I did pray on that. I even wrote it down in my manifestation diary. And I did my best to try and manifest that. I would have had him win that and challenge Gunther for the IC title Mania and win the IC title Mania. I actually, like my tweet from November 2022 that blew up was about, I tried, couldn't do it. Or God just can't do impossible stuff. Alright, like I literally, when I was with quote unquote Alona Tal on Facebook, I literally said, even if it's a catfish, can you just make it that it's actually her? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But Cody Rhodes, he deserves it regardless. I can't wait to see his match against Reigns at Mania. That's gonna be dope. And yeah, first time we had a Rumble match actually open the show, which I thought that was a given, like all along. But it wasn't until 5 years after the first Women's Rumble that one of the Rumble matches actually opened. And this is the first since then that the Men's Rumble went on first. Yeah. But next up we have the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match, Bray Wyatt's return match versus LA Knight. I had a lot of fun with this match, actually. Guys, I'm not a fan of Bray Wyatt. I don't know what the hell you guys see in this guy, if I'm being honest. Like, y'all were way happy about his return, I swear, than you were CM Punk's. But what the heck is a Mountain Dew Pitch Black match? We finally found out. It was basically a regular match, no DQ, but the lights are off and the wrestlers, the ropes, even the surrounding ring area is all covered in glow paint. Glow stuff. That's cool. That's cool. I enjoyed that. I would love for that to be a playable match in the WWE game, actually. But, yep, LA Knight smashed up Bray Wyatt with the candlestick a few times. He even, crashed through Bray Wyatt through an announce table. That was a really cool spot. But Bray Wyatt, Sister Abigail, 1, 2, 3. Bray Wyatt wins. He continues chasing LA Knight. And then Uncle Howdy does a splash onto LA Knight. Kind of Jeff Hardy style. But yeah. Next up we have WWE Royal Women's Championship match. Bianca Belair defending against Alexa Bliss. It was fine. It was very short. It was just a by-the-numbers match. And Bianca Belair just won in 7 minutes. That was pretty much it. Fun match still. And afterwards there was some, creepy Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy stuff with Alexa Bliss. I thought that meant she was going to appear in... I thought that might have meant she was going to appear in the Royal Rumble match later on and win that somehow. But yeah. And next up, we have the 30-woman Royal Rumble match. Number 1, Rhea Ripley. And Liv Morgan was number 2. Those two were great. They lasted the whole thing. Which was awesome to see the final two at the end. The first two as the final two at the end. Roxanne Perez was number 8. The current NXT Women's Champion. And yeah, and my woman Dakota Kai was number 9. And she lasted a decent amount in this match, which I was happy about. I wasn't happy that she did get eliminated. Zoe Stark was another surprise entrance. I said to one of my best friends while the show's on, what more surprise entrance could they really do in the Women's Royal Rumble matches now? Besides, Forbidden Door entrance. And we really didn't get any of that. That sucks, except for Chelsea Green, who I guess who was heavily rumored to be signed to WWE now. But if you saw my Facebook posts, my last minute predictions, I made a very dark horse prediction that Asuka was going to return in this match and win. Yep, become the first 2-time Women's Royal Rumble match winner. And Asuka did return. She lost. She had a dang good show. She was in the final 3. She did not win. But you can't deny that with that wild prediction in itself, the fact that she was indeed a surprise entrant, because she'd been gone for a few weeks actually, and going like a character change back to Kana, it was still being named Asuka, but the Kana personality, you know what I mean? You can't deny that was pretty dang good still, on my part. And Piper Niven was another surprise entrance in this. Not Doudrop no more. So she is Piper Niven. I guess we're never going to see Doudrop in a Women's Royal match. Well, not as Doudrop, because I know that is, you know what I mean. And that's pretty interesting and so awesome and so unique for me personally, because Doudrop won the Women's Royal match in my WWE 2K22 series. So we will never see her in a Women's Royal Rumble match. We will never see her win it as, just not as, Doudrop. So that's pretty cool. Lacey Evans was in there, which is pretty cool. Michelle McCool, who was at ringside. Apparently that's the first time ringside ever came into thing. And like someone at ringside, not the commentators, but like as in the crowd, was a part of the match. She was cool. Indy Hartwell was in there too. That was cool. A man freaked out in a good way when his girl, Shotzi Blackheart, was number 28. And number 30 was Nia Jax. I guess Nia Jax is back. And funny enough, there was this weird era that they did on the show. They didn't even do the countdown thing. Like her music just played. Or maybe it was a new one. I don't really remember. So Nia Jax is back. Good for her. I like playing as her in WWE 2K22. I'll say that. She got a lot of stuff for me done in that game. But anyway, the final 3 was Asuka, who I made a dark horse prediction to win the whole thing. And then it was Rhea Ripley, who was number 1, and Liv Morgan. The first 2 entrants in this thing. And Rhea Ripley eliminates Liv Morgan to win the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble match. Congratulations to her. The first female, the first woman to win the Rumble match from the number 1 entrant. Awesome. Good for her. I'd rather see Rhea versus Bianca at Mania, if I'm being honest, as opposed to Charlotte again. They had a match at WrestleMania already, and it was an awesome match. I reckon they'll probably go with Charlotte, though. I'd rather Bianca, though. But, yeah. But, then we go into the main event. That's the first time that, first time since 2013 that, a non-Royal Rumble match main event of the show. Undisputed WWE Universal Championship match, Roman Reigns defending against Kevin Owens. This match was great. And this is the 3rd time that Reigns and Owens have fought at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And this was in Texas as well. And that was the same. They fought at Royal Rumble 2017, which was also in Texas. It might have been the same arena too. I'm pretty sure that is the same arena actually. Anyway, this was a great match. It was a great match in its own, but it was also and probably a lot more about storytelling. And you had Owens do the pop-up powerbomb, but the referee was out. That looked like it was it. Owens kicking out of 2 spears. That was great. And when the referee was knocked down, Roman Reigns was demanding Sami Zayn get him a chair to beat up Kevin Owens. And he noticed the hesitation on Sami Zayn's face about, doing that. By the way, guys, I've been up all night. So if that's why I'm talking like I am. but I still pulled through in reviewing the show for y'all. And but before Roman could do anything with the chair during the match, Owens stuns Reigns, 1-2, kick out, and then he speared Owens through the barricade on the outside. And before that, Sami Zayn was saying to Kevin Owens, like, stay down, what are you doing? And then, afterwards, Roman Reigns had Kevin Owens near the steps, and he was, like, picking up Owens, banging him on the steps twice. Back in the ring, one last spear, 1, 2, 3. Reigns retains, and the Bloodline proceed to beat the crap out of Kevin Owens, a lot more afterwards. And then eventually Sami Zayn was like, and by the way, the ending of this pay-per-view had me on the edge of my seat so much with the storytelling, man, far out. Sami Zayn was like, no, that's enough, alright? He's had enough. And Reigns was trying to give Sami Zayn the chair. He's like, you do it, man. And then Sami Zayn decides to hit Roman with the chair. What the heck? And then they're like, what are you doing, Goose? And then, of course, the Bloodline attacked the crap out of Zayn. Jey Uso is very sad and conflicted. He doesn't, like, he did join in probably, but he doesn't want to, like, fully join in, you know what I mean? Because, far out. It's great storytelling, man. And Owens and Zayn basically laid up by the Bloodline. And the Bloodline leave. That was great storytelling at the end. And I won't lie, I thought the reason they had this match go on last was because, as it's been rumored like crazy about The Rock returning to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And I was thinking that the whole time, like, this is when The Rock shows up, doesn't it? And there was even a photo from the crowd of The Rock's mother in the crowd. Like, far out. And I was like, oh, he's definitely here now. And that didn't happen. And if that match was going to happen, I think it's safe to say that would have been set up here, you know? Of course, anything's possible. Who knows? Maybe at the Elimination Chamber, The Rock comes out, hits you somehow, and sets up the match with Reigns at WrestleMania there. But if you're gonna do it, you might as well have just done it at the Rumble. You know, and to just shove Rock a main event of WrestleMania out of nowhere like that. I think it's time to just let go of that match happening at this point. I didn't really want to see it that much, to be honest. Like, I would have been happy to see The Rock wrestle again. That I would have been happy about, and plus, The Rock would have made 6 WrestleMania main events as well, which surpasses Cena's, and I don't want that. I'm really sick of other wrestlers tying / surpassing the amount of WrestleMania main events of John Cena, you know? But that's my review of WWE Royal Rumble 2023. Like I said, good show, nothing boring, good stuff, but predictable as night turning into day. I swear to God. You know, but yeah, Royal Rumble 2023. That was my review. Hope you guys enjoyed. I better upload this, then get my ass whole to sleep. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.